we have officially left Desolation Sound, which is super sad because now the weather is starting to break and it's sunny out, but it is the Sunshine Coast, so that is where we are at. As a boater, it doesn't get any better than this. We have the wind at our back, and we have like a 3.7 current as well, and there's no wind at the bow because we're going the same speed, so it's great. It's beautiful. So we left Laura Cove and we are headed to Secret Cove Marina, and then tomorrow we're gonna cross the Strait of Georgia. It's supposed to be nice as well, so feel very blessed to have such great weather. So John is checking to see how close we're gonna be from the wall, because we're in Secret Cove, and I don't think we can really find a place to stern tie, but I don't think we need to. We're 100%. We made it to Secret Cove. We were #1 on the wait list, and they still had no room in the inn. So we are anchored out just for one night, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna make the run over from Secret Cove to Nanaimo in the afternoon when things kind of settle down. Morning is looking a little rough, so by 1 or 2 o'clock we should be good.
How's it going, eh?
How's it going, eh?
Working on my accent. I don't do it very well. Matt over at the dock that runs the ferry helped us out and just kind of told us what the bottom looked like and the set and the direction.
Yeah.
That the wind gets, even when it comes out of the west, kind of whips around, comes through this cove up here, and you get just a little bit of a northerly. So
you want to set hard because...
Thank you, Matt. Yeah?
You want to set hard because...
You don't want to drag.
Well, the bottom.
Oh,
he said
right.
it was
Sorry.
like sand and clay. Yeah, no.
It had like
you
2 feet of like a loom, he said, and then it goes to clay. But we've got the ultra anchor, and we set really nice and hard, and we set in about 50 feet, and with the wind, the way it's going to blow, it's actually coming up onto a shallow spot that gets to about 16, and then it drops back off. And so even if we did drag, we're going to drag into a shallower area that is nicely protected still, but we'll just gain more scope. But we'll put the anchor alarm on just for good measure, like we always do, because I don't think we're going to do a stern tie today. I think we're going to hang out here. It's good. And we got some sun.
Yay, the sun came out because it is the Sunshine Coast. Now it was time to go check out Secret Cove. Fortunately, the restaurant was not open the day that we were there, but we were able to get fuel before we left to go through the straits. The store has a little bit of everything. They have apparel, they have a frozen food section, and they have a hardware section for your boat. Pretty much a little bit of everything. Hey, Captain, how is it crossing the Strait of Georgia right now?
It's sporty.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It was forecasted at a 1-foot wind wave with a 0 swell, and that's a ship forecast. We're in about 3-footers of white caps coming. It is, thank goodness, coming out of the north, and the current is going with the wind, so it's not stacking up against itself. It's going to be that way till 4 o'clock. It's about 12:30 right now. We were going to go down the straits with that last forecast, but that's out the window. So we're going across the most direct. We're going to Nanaimo now, which is cool. It's going to give us a chance. Yeah, it's going to give us an opportunity to wash down the boat. We're just getting a little wet, but Nanaimo's actually over here, and we're steering up, piloting into the waves with a 35. I'd like to go 45 degree, but we're doing about a 35 degree, which is rolling us up a little bit, but it's keeping us pretty flat. And we're at full cruise, which is doing about 14 knots. I've trimmed up a little bit. We usually cruise at 15 knots, but this boat does well up on a plane, so we're keeping it up on there. And we're moving along. Everything is good. We're over halfway there, so I'd give ourselves another 30 minutes or so, and we should be there. Over to the other side, and then we'll have to cruise back down by about a half hour. But we should be more protected by the westerly island. By the western side of Vancouver Island. It's all good. Thank God for the autopilot. It would be a lot of work having a horseback. This Ray Marine autopilot really does a great job of keeping the boat fairly stabilized.
One thing that we don't get very often is salt spray up top on the isinglass in the bridge. That's when you know it's a little sporty out. But she'll definitely need a good wash down once we get to Nanaimo. So I think that's going to be our destination today. Happy dance, happy dance. We made it through the Strait of Georgia. Yay. We made it through the Strait of Georgia, and we were hoping we could get space at the Nanaimo Yacht Club, but they were full. So we are at the Newcastle Island Marine Park. It's a public park. We had no idea this place existed. There are tons of mooring buoys. Some are public, some are private, so it's kind of hard to tell which one is which. But yeah, we got lucky. Found a place in Nanaimo after getting our asses beated at through the straits. So time to chill out.
This is the concessions. It's truffle fries with burgers, and Carlin got a blackened salmon burger. Wow. I wish Washington knew what concessions were in public parks. Yeah, beers. That's an IPA on the left. And a raspberry pilsner on the right. Kind of fun. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's got sand beach. This is beautiful. They're camping, see?
And they have raccoons. It's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Raccoons in Seattle, they only come out at night. There was one ambling across the lawn as we were having dinner. I think it stopped and said hi to us.
Here's your dock cart.
That's sweet. First come, first serve. For a 50-footer, it was $32.
We got lucky. Maximum is 60 feet.
Ooh. Yeah, if you ever wonder why you don't want a 70-footer.
It's hard to find moorage. Not like a little, but like a lot. So this one is the ferry dock.
Yeah.
This is where the ferries come and go and transport people all day from land to the island.
And they can camp.
Yep.
Play shuffleboard. Horseshoes.
We got so many fun things.
Yeah. This is like camp. There's the Elli-Yacht.
Let's go back to the boat.
Ah, it's so gorgeous.
And you got all this anchorage out here. Some are public, some are private.
Difficult to tell which, but the ones that we saw marked that were public appear to be 40 feet or less.
Yeah.
Which
we don't qualify.
We do not qualify.
You can anchor.
That's most of my life. I don't qualify. Cool part is you can just bring your dinghy over here too. This is just a gem. What a beautiful I'm glad there was not room at the inn when we tried to get moorage. We never would have found this.
At Nanaimo Yacht Club.
Purple martin.
Purple martin.
Purple martin.
So yeah, they migrate here.
Oh.
If you go up to the
What
top
time of
of
year do
the,
they migrate?
if you go to the top of the ramp there's a thing to the right there that tells you all about them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Dingy Dock Pub and Restaurant. I thought we'd go check out the restaurant, but they did not have any reservations available, and they were understaffed like a lot of places are. Plus, there were the bathtub races that were coming up this weekend. Look, babe, you're right. You called it. It's a sunken vessel. I wasn't sure. It was so far away. So sad. I don't know how they deal with that in Canada.
How do they deal with it in Washington?
Kind of do the same thing.
I don't know. It's terrible.
The next morning, while John was on his meeting, I decided to take a tour around the island, and they have several walking and hiking trails to explore, as well as a little bit of wildlife as well. And this guy was not afraid of me at all.
Where are we off to?
Breakfast, the pavilion. Dinner was so good last night. We're coming back for breakfast before we head on out.
I'm excited about that. I didn't even look at the breakfast menu. Let's see what that's all about.
I know. This is a cute little place.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely want to come back, spend a couple nights next time.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you for joining us on our adventure, and if you like our videos, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help us and encourages us to make more videos.